I really messed up in 2024, and this will probably be one of the most important videos that I will make in 2025 because I will be sharing the major mistakes I made and what I've learned from them. And I want to do this because out there are always people that are bragging about their gains and how much they made in shitcoins, or they caught the bottom on Bitcoin, and all of these pretty things. But in reality, the life of a trader, even the good ones, it's quite dark, especially if you're lacking a few of the key things that we're gonna discuss today. So I want to use this as a personal diary, but also as a learning experience for everyone. And I hope I speed up the process of people avoiding those mistakes. Although I highly doubt it, because I've watched plenty of videos and things on the subject, and yet I do the same mistake. So it's kind of a process, and all the big traders that I follow, they've all done the same, like gone through the process. And I will show you my approach to this and what you can take for yourself from the entire experience. So 2024 overall was super bullish for crypto. Bitcoin is up 120% on the year, which was followed, the previous year we were up 155%. So we're definitely in the later innings of a massive bull market. And it's not that hard to make money in crypto unless you're a trader, and unless you don't have very strict rules about certain things. Because although uh, although Bitcoin is up like 120%, me personally, my portfolio overall holdings, I'm up like 30 or 40% on the year, 35% to be exact. So I have significantly underperformed Bitcoin. Plus, I have significantly put a lot of pressure on myself for being in all kinds of things, farming airdrops, ordinals, all kinds of shit pretty much, and shit coins that I've been trying to find a niche, and this has consumed a lot of time and effort on my side. However, if I just last year, so at the end of 2023 or the first days of 2024, if I just parked all of my entire like net worth or just crypto holdings into Bitcoin and has done absolutely nothing through the year, just sitting, chilling, drinking coffee and going to the beach, I would have made 3 times more gains pretty much for the year. So this is a serious wake up call, and I think many people being in the trenches don't even realize this. They don't even have a system to track their performance. I do it very simply because, as I said, I'm in a lot of positions and narratives and so on and so on. But there's a very simple way to know how you're doing. First, obviously, you can look at the chart of Bitcoin, but then what you need to do every year, let's say on January 1st, you do total net worth. So everything besides crypto. Then you need to do also your crypto stuff. So total net worth. Wait a second. Come on. I just want to write here. Can I do this? Yes. You need to have the total of crypto holdings, and then you need to have the percentage of net worth. And then no matter what happens on a daily basis, like today you're up or down, or you have an airdrop or whatever, once you do this at a snapshot time of, you can do it every year, every 6 months, every month, depends how you want to track this. But I the main one I do is every year, although I have snapshots through the year. The moment you see this number, you realize how good you're doing, how well you're doing in crypto. Technically, my graph of my portfolio since 2016, 17, when I started involving in crypto, looks like this. So my net worth graph is going up. Currently, I'm close to all-time high. However, as you can see, I'm severely underperforming the market, which is a huge realization, and it's very important to do the analysis and understand why is that. What are the reasons behind this? I will tell you what I figured out for myself, but if you want to do this really in depth, I would strongly suggest go over the materials of Tom Dante. Trader Dante, I think is his name on YouTube as well. He's a great educator. He has a lot of free stuff, more than enough. He's straight to the point. He doesn't bullshit. It took him 10 years to become a good trader. So it's not like it's easy. And he has this beautiful snapshot of what you need to do as a review of your trading year. Very detailed. Just go on Twitter, find this. I can link it down below and do the analysis, because even if you don't have a goal or you don't know where you failed, I do these things. Like I set a goal, I have a journal. I'm getting better at it because I wasn't that great at journaling. I'm getting better, and most importantly, analyze your trades, your setups, where is your edge, what are your rules, and are you following them? Because for me, this was the major issue I'm facing over and over again. And let me tell you specifically what I mean. So I'm currently in a trade which is Crown. So this one, let's go on the daily. I entered right here. So on the retest of this, so it broke out this range, very nice clean range, broke out, faked out, but I decided, that this retest here, it's worth taking upon. So I took this as a trade, and I said officially in front of a lot of people, if this breaks down into the range, I'll be a little bit more flexible, but I will cut this trade, because my thesis is that this is a kind of a gaming token / gambling. Alex Becker pushes it. So I had a very strict narrative and a very strict plan for this trade. And this is one example, but I have it for many other trades as well. And if this breaks down back into the range, that's a clear signal that I need to close this trade. And guess what? It happened. So if you go down to the 4-hour chart, it doesn't get cleaner than this. So we had a breakdown. This was the pivot low here. So let's say I was really generous. And I kept this trade, even if I was down about 30%. It bounced back hard, twice. It touched this level, faked out again, and then it sold off to the bottom of the range. And guess what? I didn't close it here. If you ask me why, I can I can give you 1,000 explanations. But the main reason is that I'm lacking the discipline to follow through with my plans. Because my mind plays tricks with me, and I let it do this. I was like, okay, but we're in a bull market. The catalyst hasn't really happened. Becker hasn't spoke about this token, blah, 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 blah. All those narratives that I'm telling myself that this will reverse and, eventually it will go higher and higher. Obviously it didn't. So now I'm holding this shit like more than 50% down now. 53% currently. Probably long term this could bounce, and since we're in a bull market, I will probably get bailed out from this trade. And actually I added just a little bit here because now it's a different setup, but we're at the bottom of the range and we failed here to break down of the range. We had a nice SFP, so now this is a new setup, and potentially after this leg down on the weekly, we got 4 weeks of red. Now potentially we could go back to the top of the range. So this is still in play, but I broke all the rules and I didn't follow through. One of the reasons is, as I said, that I have this fiction in my head that we're in a bull market. And honestly, if we look at this, for example, it's called Strawberry AI. I entered pretty much similar setup somewhere around here. So let me just do this. Yeah, we had a retest. I actually added first on the breakout, and then I added a bit more on the retest here of this previous all-time high breakout. And then what happened is this broke down, retested, faked out, however made a higher low here compared to this one, and then now it's again closing above this level and respecting it very clearly. So my level here was good. I'm not blaming the level or my TA in this case. However, this in general, if I closed here and I rebought here, this would have cost me money because I would have bleed out and from this chop. And in general, this is a smaller token that I have a thesis around, and I was like, okay, I'm willing to go through the volatility because I missed an entry somewhere around here. I have an entire different thesis, different from Crown. It's very different. So that's why this looks good. even though it faked out and I didn't technically cut the trade because it was breaking down a key level, it still kind of makes sense that I didn't do it. But this reasoning here made me also hold through other trades like this, because I was like, we're in a bull market, I'll get bailed out or whatever. This will fake out and then it will push again higher. But in general, this is a big mistake for my side, because it's a bad habit. It's definitely a bad habit. So technically, what I should have done, followed my plan here, just cut here at a loss or whatever, and then rebuy again if the trade is starting to get validated, because I don't need to carry over the emotional baggage and the history of this trade. Whatever happens, it's everything is a new setup, like with Crown. Yes, I failed to manage this properly, but now we have a new setup here, so I could be adding here, but it's separate. I need to treat it as a separate trade. And forget that I have this, and I'm emotionally attached to this position. But basically, if you have your rules in place and if you keep them, because I think this is the hardest thing with traders. You could have an edge, you could be great at TA and all the other stuff, but the execution and the discipline, most importantly, it's very, very difficult in my opinion, and it takes years because the market is really always finding ways to punish you if you're not strict. And a lot of traders are not, even great traders. We get cocky, we get excited, we get if you make a few big trades, you become like, no, if I lose a bit of money here and there, it doesn't matter. You get up in the clouds and you're like not doing the right things when you have to be at the right moment. So I'm doing this entire analysis to show you guys that even if you're profitable, even if I'm personally profitable, and even if I believe I'm on the right path of growing, I'm still making huge mistakes that are costing me a shit ton of money. And honestly, I'm not afraid to admit it. I don't want to sugarcoat anything, and I'm not like, oh, I'm the greatest trader, follow me, I will sell you courses and paid groups or whatever. I'm not going to do this ever. But I just wanted to share with you like experiences, and if you're not there, because this might be too advanced for you, or you might be after this stage in your career, it's always good to fall back to your rules and to have rules, to create your rules, to test your edge. And nothing helps you improve more like time in the market plus self-analysis. This is, I think, crucial, because the moment I started making analysis of my trades in bulk, not just one trade, like have 5, 10, 50 trades in a row, and analyze like what was your plan, did you follow through, where was your stop loss, did your edge gain you some money, like did you make money from your edge, or maybe your edge is not good, maybe your levels are not good. I've gone through all these steps, and I'm still going sometimes on the levels. I'm going to discuss this in the channel very, very in detail in this year, because I really want to give you everything that I'm going through and the stuff that I know, and make sure that you guys advance. If you're a guy that wants to advance in trading, of course, that you can do it absolutely for free. I don't want anything. But this is just one example. I'm in few of those trades, like for example Aptos also. It's broke down this level, which I had a position somewhere from here, broke down. I haven't really sold it yet. I should have. Same with say I managed it poorly again. I bought somewhere around here for the breakout, and didn't cut it when I was supposed to. There are a few trades like this, but of course I have many other trades that are well in profit and doing well. So it's always good and bad pretty much on the markets. But following the rules, and most importantly the discipline, whatever happens, and this is very important. Have the rules and build up the discipline to keep them, because there's always a way that your brain will start questioning, oh, was this the right thing, or is my rule perfect, maybe let's wait a little bit more. No, you gotta have strict rules and you keep them, and this builds very good habits long term, and makes you a much better trader in all kinds of conditions. Because in bull markets it's easy. When I started in 2017, I didn't know shit about crypto, and I made money just because you know, market was going up. However, I lost all of them because I was still buying at the top, and then I was just holding. I didn't know what to do. I was cocky, and since I made so easy some money, I was like, you know, it's gonna reverse, but it didn't, and I didn't know that. So you need to spend the time to educate yourself. But yeah, I'll start the year with this video and many more cool things coming. So stick around, and I'll see you in the next one.